and welcome. In this reading, we're taking a look at messages from your ancestors. So we're going to go ahead and get going here. For pile 1, we have Numite, highly protective. I'm feeling guided to state what the crystals are for today. So this one's a golden healer for pile 2. This one works really well with the solar plexus, but it also brings in this beautiful healing golden light energy into the aura. And this is a flame stone. So flame stone is actually UV reflective or reactive. So if you hold it under a UV light, it actually glows bright orange, which is so pretty to see. I can't do it right now, obviously, but it's very good for grounding. It's also great for the solar plexus as well if you're feeling like a lack of energy or a lack of like drive. So those are the piles. I will see you at your chosen pile. I'll put the timestamps in the description box. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the Numite, these are the messages from your ancestors. So I pulled from just a couple decks, and then we're going to free shuffle the rest throughout the reading. So to start here, we have Transcendence with the Crown Chakra and Moonstone. Beautiful. And you also have Discipline with Azurite and Saturn. I'm feeling like this really powerful energy coming through the crown for this pile. We also have Magnetism. Let's move these a little. We have Magnetism and Sacred Union. Beautiful. If you have been feeling a partnership of some kind that's meant to come in for you, it's coming in. That's what I'm getting here. Especially with the Discipline and the Magnetism message, I'm getting these two are tied together and these two are tied together. So if this is romantic, if this is like a partnership that you've been manifesting, your ancestors are coming through saying it's working. So keep up, stay disciplined with your manifestation practice. Another message that's coming through is you may have been having dreams about this person as well. So even if you don't know them, I'm getting like dream time connections between you and this person. And they're saying to write down the details of those dreams if that is for you. You know, this message won't resonate for everyone, but if that does resonate with you, then definitely write down all the details of what's coming through, because I'm getting there are like small little details that you might wake up and think were insignificant, but those are actually clues. So very interesting message to start this reading. And you two are connected, I'm seeing through the crown chakra. So if this isn't resonating with you, definitely choose a different pile, because I'm getting that this is the message for this pile. It's about manifesting partnership or partnerships that you're having like a dream time ethereal connection with. So if it's not romantic, it can also be like, you know, soul family that you're calling in, like people that feel familiar that you're dreaming about that are actually going to start entering your life. You also have the golden hour. It says positive omens, the great central sun. Wow, that's so beautiful. Especially because the magnetism card here, this looks like a sun to me. And then we have the sun here right next to it. Beautiful. So we also have believing is seeing, imagination, beyond the veil, and inner child. Yeah, this is really beautiful with the unicorn there too. Trying to feel if I can get anything else with regard to this person, like see what I can pick up on. I'm hearing it's like a once in a lifetime connection. So you and this person are going to have one of those connections that just feel like it's once in a lifetime. And I'm getting that it's like there's something tied to your soul here. I'm not getting like a soul tie energy necessarily, where you feel bound to someone and you can't clear it. I'm not getting that. This is like a divine connection. Again, don't try to make this fit. This is a very specific message for someone. So if it's not resonating, choose a different pile, but you'll know if this is for you because this will be confirming what's already been coming through for you with your own intuition and also through your dreams. So we have duality, paradigm shift, equilibrium, balance, and temperance. Wow, it's so beautiful. Duality. I'm getting like, don't try to, when you have these dreams, don't kind of write it off like it's fantasy or something like that, because I'm getting here, it's like, you know, we have our physical lives that we're living out, but we also have soul connections and people who we've had other lifetimes with that do connect with us through more of our like dream time or our spiritual senses. And so I'm getting here this feeling of like waking up and trying to brush off what came through, but it's so powerful. Your guides and your ancestors really don't want you to do that. So let's get some more information here. Sorry, hit the camera. Okay, let's get some more information for pile 1. Okay, we have respect your boundaries. Wash away your burdens. And the source of all. There's that ethereal connection, connected to everything, energy. So, first and foremost, I'm getting this energy here of really needing to make sure that we are having strong boundaries with our energy, especially when we're connecting in this way with like a divine connection. You need to know where you start and someone else begins. So we need to make sure that we're taking time out, even, you know, when you do connect with this person in physical reality, like maintaining a boundary of where you start and someone else begins. Because it's really easy with these connections, especially if there's telepathy involved or we're just so enmeshed in each other's energy. It's really easy to take on burdens from other people. I'm just getting a need here for there to be like deeper cleansing practices when it comes to energy. And especially here it says wash away your burdens. I'm getting like you might find that you're having these components to your energy where it doesn't feel like you, and that's for a reason, because even if you're not connecting with this person in physical reality, your souls are so close to one another that sometimes we can take on energy from other people and not even realize that it's not ours. So I would get some good like water cleansing practices to do, like taking Epsom salt baths, or you know, taking a spiritual bath where we bring crystals. If you don't have a bathtub, you could do this in the shower. There's something here about combining like the water and the ethereal part of this to make sure that our energy is staying, you know, ours. We want to keep our energy to ourselves and have energetic boundaries. So very interesting, because on the bottom of the deck as well, we have, we are all connected. And see how these two dragons are intertwined? For me, that's just confirming the message that was coming through. It's like your energy could be so entwined with this person, even though you haven't met. And it's because you have some kind of a connection from like a past life, or even just a spiritual connection from the ethers, right? So, but you can see here these two dragons still maintain their own energy even though they're connected. Like there's a red dragon and a gold dragon here. So very interesting. All right, we're gonna get just a couple more messages before we close out. This is a really interesting reading. Okay. So we have release. It says, you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama. And this is the first step to achieving that. So another message coming through here is this: wash away your burdens and respect your boundaries. There could be other connections and other people or situations that need to be cleared and cleansed before you can fully be in alignment with this person. We also have let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Okay. We have stand your ground. There is something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. We need to create a pathway for this connection to enter. If it's someone that's not already in your physical reality, you can create the pathway by letting go of that which is holding you back at this time, and kind of clearing and cleansing and just getting fully ready for this person to come in is what I'm getting. And that will create the pathway. And here we have fresh start. So it says you're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. So beautiful. I don't know why I'm seeing this, because it's actually like hands in prayer with a lotus. But when I first looked at this, I saw a peacock here. So I would definitely mark the peacock down as a spiritual guide for you in this connection. Peacock is actually very tied into the third eye and spiritual awakening. So if you've never looked into peacock as like a spirit animal, I would definitely look that up and work with that energy. All right, pile one, very interesting. We're going to close out here with the Lightworker Oracle. Let's get a couple cards here. Okay, and please do, wow, you guys, ton fell out. I'm going to shuffle again because you had about 10 cards pop out, and I am getting that like with each deck I've shuffled for you. So many cards have wanted to pop out. I feel like your ancestors are really trying to communicate with you at this time, specifically about this. So make sure that you're paying attention to intuitive nudges that are coming through for you as well. And, opening up for your ancestors to connect with you and speak to you more freely. Because I'm getting there are like messages here that are being missed. So you have Soul Child and Spiritual Service. So we're going to start with Soul Child. Okay. Rebirth is upon you, beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for new life, and it is starting right now. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformation, has arrived. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It's a new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore the increase of your light, power, and love. All right, Spiritual Service. Self-doubt can be a habit that is hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but it can make your progress seem more challenging. It's easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent and do what you love to the best of your ability. Realize that you are enough and that your work is good, that you have something of value to offer. It's time to let go of fear of failure, concern about your ability, and your right to live a happy and fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you. So beautiful. And we did have the crown chakra at the beginning of your reading, and I'm just seeing this like pouring down of love and support coming in from the spirit realm and of information as well. They're correcting me. It's like not only an outpouring or downpouring of love and support from them coming in, but it's also information that they're bringing to you as well. So very beautiful reading, pile one. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If you feel guided, please do leave me a comment, and don't forget to like the video before you leave. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hi, pile two. If you chose the Golden Healer, these are your messages from your ancestors. So I have to say before I start looking at the cards that you guys had the most interesting energy when I was prepping this reading. So I started pulling cards, and of course I started pile 1, 2, and 3, and I kept getting on the first shuffle that they were for pile 2. It almost felt out of order. And then you guys had, like, during pile 1, I kept calling them pile 2 and having, like, I had to start the reading over. Also, Roswell, my cat, has come to say hi. Whoop. Here, come on. Which he doesn't do for every reading, but he wasn't present at all for pile 1. And then as soon as I started recording this pile, he came over. Sorry. So anyhow, it just feels like a really interesting energy, so I'm intrigued to see what comes through for you, because it feels like either a lot of you are going to choose this pile or it's going to be very specific for a few of you. So we'll see what comes through. Also, I only pulled from a couple decks ahead of time. The rest of it we're going to live shuffle. So, all right, let's see what came through. I feel guided to start with these. So we have Ancient Muse. Says soul truths, higher self, and deep inspiration. And sweet surrender. Let it go, releasing earthly attachments and clear the air. Golden treasures, beautiful. I don't know if I've ever even seen that card from this deck before, to be honest. Intriguing. And perfectionism. Okay. Let's put these kind of, there we go. And then we have Cognizance with Emerald and Mercury. And Clarity with Citrine and the Sun. Wow, that's so beautiful. Because this card here, the Golden Treasures, looks like the sun to me. So there's something coming through about the sun, a deep connection to the sun that transcends just this lifetime. It's really interesting. I'm getting like you may get a lot of downloads from the sun itself. If you go outside and you spend a lot of time in sunlight, or you like intentionally connect with the sun, I'm getting there are a lot of spiritual downloads that come to you straight from the sun. And it's really interesting because I'm seeing these codes come down from the sun and enter your auric field and kind of like surround you with light codes. So I would suggest sitting outside in the sun more often if you're able to do that, and like taking a journal out, writing down anything that you see psychically. So like closing your eyes, sitting in the sun, writing down what comes to you. Because there's something here with this pile about needing to consciously connect more to the energy of the sun. Very interesting. I'm also, the sun god Re keeps coming through, like the Egyptian sun god. So you could feel specifically connected to that aspect of the sun. Yeah, it's really interesting. And that could be where the past life connection is coming in too. Because I was getting that this connection actually transcends this lifetime. And here we have a sun on this card as well. Even though it says sweet surrender, I'm not even getting the energy here of surrender. I'm getting more of like paying attention to the images. So here she's like surrounded by flowers, you know, and looking down and admiring the flowers. But I'm getting like there's a need to shift from looking down to looking up, opening more to receiving. And even this card with perfectionism, I'm getting like the sun and the moon, that energy here with this card. So very interesting. Now with the emerald here, you can see there's an eye here at the bottom. So now I'm getting like a connection as well to the third eye. There's something here between the sun and the third eye. There's some connection. So if you've been feeling like, you know, you need a really good energy clearing, or you're feeling like you're not getting as much psychic information as you typically do, there's a reason for that. And the reason is that you need to connect with the sun more. Now, this is a book from a deck I didn't feel guided to use for this reading, but I felt guided. Like I looked over and just saw this. And this being has a sun on their third eye. So again, there's a connection here between the sun and your third eye. Very interesting pile too. I knew this was going to be an interesting pile. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out for you. So we have this deck here. All right. You have know your power. Interesting. We have wash away your burdens. Now this did come out for pile 1. So if you felt guided to that pile, then I would say maybe check it out. But to be honest, it was very specific. So if you do check it out and it doesn't resonate, don't worry about watching it because it felt like it was for someone very specific. We have become a shapeshifter. This is interesting because we have this beautiful like wash away your burdens card flanked by these 2 cards representing like this beautiful fiery energy is what I'm picking up. Be adaptable is coming through. Like be adaptable with your spiritual journey and your psychic development as well, because it doesn't look the same for everyone, right? So again, there's something here about connecting specifically to the sun and being very connected there. If that's not something that you've felt connected to do before and you've been feeling a little like something's lacking with your psychic development, that could be the missing piece is what's coming through here. All right, we're gonna get some of these cards as well that have a little message on them. Let's go ahead and shuffle these. That one flipped over right away. Did flip in reverse, which is interesting. Let's see. Okay. So we have caring connection. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. It could be someone new or deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. Maybe you will feel connected to pile 1 because that one was all about a connection coming in. And then this one says, take charge. You're taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or an opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. It did pop up in reverse, right? So maybe you're trying to push something forward when it comes to a relationship, and this is your call here to allow it to come in, allow yourself to become magnetic. Like, don't push something. If you're trying to push something forward and it seems like nothing is moving, it's because, especially if it has to do with another person, we cannot control other people. So this could be a call here to allow. Oh, I did that in a weird way. All right, we got 2 cards here that fell out. I'm going to take these. So we have Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And the 6th ray of devotion. Beautiful cards. Okay, let's go ahead and get the book. And we'll start with Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Let's see, the numbers 28 and 43 could mean something to you, but they don't have to. I'm just feeling drawn to the numbers here. Okay. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And I really love this angel standing in the gateway here with the light and welcoming you forward. And again, it's like white and gold, right? There's something here. I would work with those colors. Because again, it's like bringing through the energy of the sun for me, but I would work with those colors as well. I'm hearing there's something clearing about wearing the colors white and gold for you. Okay. The 6th ray of devotion bestows the qualities of persistence, unwavering focus, and intensity of feeling. It is a gift of the strength to move mountains with your will for what you love. When the 6th ray of devotion appears, you are being given guidance that even if you do not seem to have much worldly power right now, the power of your beliefs can conquer obstacles. The Archangel Uriel helps you to receive the blessing of the 6th ray now. So you have a lot of angelic energy coming through with your closing messages here because you have Archangel Raphael. And now you also have Archangel Uriel. So this is really beautiful. I would connect with those archangels if you feel guided to. Especially like just open up to the guidance that they want to share to you and for you is what I'm getting. Like there's something they want to bring through that can only come to you directly. So that's really beautiful. I'm gonna leave it here, pile 2. Please don't forget to like the video if you made it this far, and leave me a comment if you feel guided to share. I appreciate you and thank you for being here. Take care. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the flame stone, these are your messages from your ancestors. Let's take a look. So you have healing with spirit quartz and Chiron. Oop, this one was upside down, but you have curiosity with apophyllite and Jupiter. Wow, beautiful start to your reading. You have evolution. Not sure why, but I'm being drawn to the number 9 on this card here. Okay. You also have blue star. You have mystic key. It says patterns in the subtle realms, the keys, singularities. Move these up a little. Okay. I don't know why I felt like organizing them like that. You also have gentle drift. There is no need to rush. Go with the flow and trust. You are a gift. Visionary. Step into your light. You have these two cards here both have these beautiful like portal looking gateways. And then look at the mountain as well. It has this beautiful rainbow like portal looking thing here. So that's really interesting. It says the mountain, obstacles ahead, overcoming fear and perseverance. I'm getting the only obstacles in your path here are the limitations you place on yourself. This pile feels like you're going through a very transcendent period when it comes to your spiritual development. So if you've been working a lot on your spiritual development, your psychic development, it's working. I'm getting this very powerful star family energy coming through for this pile. So even though we're doing an ancestor reading, I'm getting these are more like star beings that are coming through. So if you've ever questioned if you're a starseed or if you have galactic guides, this is your confirmation that you do. And their purpose right now is actually to assist you with your spiritual path and your spiritual development. This is really interesting because I'm feeling this very, very like clear, connected energy coming from this pile. So I believe these messages are coming through for confirmation for you because I don't feel like this is I'm talking to a pile who, you know, kind of feels at a loss with their spiritual awakening. It feels like you have very clear, very direct guidance and connections from the other realms that are coming through, confirming to you that you are here on a higher mission. You're here for a higher purpose. So it feels like I'm talking to a pile who's already very well connected, very tuned in to their guides, and you know that you have a higher purpose here, but sometimes we can lose that like confidence in our own abilities, and this is coming through to confirm for you that they're with you, you're on the right path, everything is progressing the way that it's meant to at this time, and the only thing that is standing as like a blockage on your path is yourself and your confidence. So they just really want you to feel very confident within yourself about your abilities. If you've been questioning if you're meant to share your work with the world or if you're meant to put your spiritual work out into like a greater audience, this is your confirmation that they do want you sharing your downloads that you're getting because they're meant to be shared, right? So let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, beautiful. Peacock came up in another pile actually, so if you felt guided to any other pile, then I would go check them out. They felt pretty specific, but you could always just check and see if they resonate. So we have let go of the old. Again, this is about that transcendent energy I was getting, like transitioning you know, to a higher point on your spiritual path here, like moving from kind of the more earthly, connected, grounded energy to this more golden light. Ooh, I just got the chills on my crown. To this more powerful point on your path here. We have protect the wild and green. Beautiful. A big part of your mission here could be working with the earth directly, working specifically with like conservation, environmentalism. There's something here about like a higher purpose when it comes to protecting the earth herself, protecting her resources. We also have the Mother Earth energy here with embrace the feminine as well. So again, there's a message here about, you know, you could feel so deeply connected and rooted to the earth. Sometimes that it could be more of a challenge or like a little bit of a blockage. I'm not getting a huge blockage with this pile, but it could also like, you could be so grounded sometimes that you're missing more of the like subtle spiritual clues and communication from your star family is what I'm getting. But all in all, this is a very beautiful, clear energy for this pile. I'm just going to get a couple additional messages here. You know what? I'm actually not feeling guided to use this deck for this pile. It just came through strongly. We're going to use the Activation Oracle instead. So let's get a couple of these. Okay. So you have Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. Wow, no wonder they wanted me to use a different deck. We have Merkaba activation, transcendence, and ascension. You are rising up. Yeah, if you've been questioning if you're meant to be on a higher level of spiritual awakening, this is your confirmation that yes, you are. Especially because as soon as I shuffled that deck, it felt wrong. And so I just pivoted and we got these very high frequency messages here for you, right? So, I would take time to connect. I would take time out. Like if meditation isn't your thing, find a different way to connect. But I'm getting they want you to connect in a way that's more maybe telepathic even. Like you could be receiving telepathic downloads from your guides as well. They just want you to pay more attention to what's coming through. All right. So we're going to close out your reading here with the Lightworkers Oracle. And here comes Roswell, my cat. He was very present in pile 2, so he might make an appearance on camera. We'll see. Okay, there we go. Oh, look, you have the Merkaba again. So Merkaba, spiritual protection. I would definitely work with your Merkaba. And we have Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. That also came up in another pile. So very, very interesting reading. Okay, number 25. If you're not familiar with Merkaba and what that means, I would do your own research on that and start working with it. But as you can see here, she's in a bubble of protection, right? Okay, so it says, being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energetic field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can then receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you. Your divine good in all ways. Beautiful. Okay. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Beautiful. Also, like, I really love this angel with their hands out, welcoming you in. So it's almost like you're being welcomed in here to, and look at the evolution card too. This definitely looks like more of a star being, but they also have their arms out ready to receive. So you're being welcomed in here. If you haven't connected with your star family on a deeper level yet, you're definitely being called forth to do so. There's something here about you being welcomed to the next level, welcomed, you know, to move up, to ascend. It's very beautiful. I love this reading for you, pile 3. Please leave me a comment if you feel guided. And if you feel like you need more direct assistance when it comes to your path, I do offer personal readings. My website's in the description box. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Please don't forget to like the video if you made it this far. Take care.